Oh yeah, right. This is a historical feature here. There used to be a flour mill right here.
Oh.
And about a mile down the road, one of the guys down there found a flour sack from here, Stonehead Mill.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's just foundation now, but I had that, there's a stone well there I had covered up a number of years ago, and I planted those Virginia bluebells down there.
Oh, nice.
But I need to kind of, get so overgrown, I need to kind of keep it tidied up a little. I got a lot of that garlic mustard there, don't I?
Oh, yeah. That's a
Invasive
volunteer thing.
Yeah. So I thought we'd spend about a half hour picking some of this, if you don't mind.
A good idea. I think
You could probably knock all that out tonight.
Let me tell you about Amway. Laugh a minute. One of the first things I did here is work with a DNR and do what they call a riparian buffer. You go down to Bologna, there's a nursery down there, and you can get these little seedlings. And we planted a bunch of trees, but a lot of them don't make it. There's one that made it, a walnut tree, but I think we planted maybe 16, 18 different species, and did it about 30 feet out from the creek. And but it gets so overgrown, and lost a lot of them.
And I'm sure deer will snip them off when they're young.
The reason you do that is because it's healthier for a creek if it's not in the hot sun all day long. If you can keep the creek temperatures cooler, it's better for the fish and aquatic life.
I thought it would just be for erosion, but that makes sense to have.
There is one species of mussel. It's called a spike, and it's relatively rare. I mean, it's in certain isolated areas, and we find the shells in there all the time, both live and dead ones.
We just learned about mussels in our naturalist class.
Oh yeah?
Just this past Wednesday.
Oh. Yeah, we planted a bunch of pine trees there. You can see there's not too many that have survived.
I thought it was interesting. Like Mike said, this used to be a farm field, so there's a lot of drainage tile out here. And so he had to hire a guy to pull up all the drainage tile that was out here. It just so happened he hired the same guy
That put it in.
40 years ago.
40 years
Down
earlier.
in the valley, it was Fleetwood.
So what are these birds across here that are playing around? There's three.
Probably, yeah. Female,
red
female.
wingback
Red, yeah, there's lots of those.
Actually, 3 female red-winged blackbirds.
Ah. Do you have bluebirds here?
Oh yeah, lots of bluebirds. I've got bluebird boxes and things like that.
Cool sculptures with geodes in them.
It's like little crayfish and
Love it.
sometimes you'll see.
Like step on the little patches of grass.
That's cool.
Oh, I bet so.
That's cool. That's cool.
Step on the patches of grass.
Stay on the clump. What have I gotten this into?
What are you getting me into, Mike?
Whoa.
If anybody disappears. It gets better.
I just found a bunch of burrs.
Yeah, we're about out of it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about better in wetland terms. Remember when you were a kid? You paid good money to do that.
Oh, fun time.
Burrs.
Something we'd like to do sometime is expand upon that pond there and bring it out into here. In the original.
I've had chimneys.
What's that? Oh yeah. Is that right?
It's edible? That's not the stuff that you... Watercress? Watercress. I don't know whether they're all edible or not. that a bridge there? What is that over
Well, I'll explain that when I get over there. That's a long story.
Somebody trying to put it in.
One of the frustrations of being a property manager is getting the lawnmower stuck. I've got this big Skag, you know, the big orange ones, but you know, in the spring, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it that far, but I thought it'd get farther than this. But once it gets stuck, you know, it's so heavy, you have to pull it out with a jeep and a chain. So I'm trying to get all this milk for you.
Thank you.
It's probably a little too wet. I got it out and then I got stuck again. Yeah.
How happy were you the second time you got stuck?
Well, first time I got stuck, I didn't have the right vehicle here, so I had to walk in, drive up the house, come back, and yeah. That's right. Let's see here. This is about a third of a bridge there. I had a bridge made down at the other end, which we'll see, and I know the guy made it about 4 or 5 years ago, but you know, it has a nice cement foundation, but it's wooden and it's real heavy though. And I said, yeah, I told him, I said, you know this area floods, don't you? You know, he said that bridge isn't going anywhere.
Wrong.
Well, it flooded and it landed right there, and it sat there up until like 2 weeks ago. It was there for a couple years. So it was so heavy. You know, I've got a John Deere tractor, which I got stuck there. So what we did was we cut it lengthwise, and that lightened it enough so that I could drag it from here all the way. You know, I couldn't go that way because it's too wet. There's some great blue herons. Those are nice birds. They look prehistoric.
They do.
And when we were cutting underneath there, and we standing on it, a mink ran out from underneath there and took off toward the creek. And then once we cut it away, there was a possum there, and is this thing sleeping or playing possum or what? But you know, rigor mortis hadn't set in, and then we poked it, and I think that mink probably had just killed that possum.
Oh, he was dead.
Yeah, the possum was dead, but he was fresh. I mean, he was fresh as fresh can be, and he probably got him on his neck or something.
You interrupted his dinner.
Yeah. So we don't know if maybe the possum was coming trying to get the mink, or the mink the possum, but the mink won.
Do you have a colony of heron around here someplace?
No.